Hey everyone.
Hi guys.
This is our second attempt at this video because her kids and dog interrupted the first one. Real life shit.
Yep.
But we'll try and start over again. Marissa here, bestie, one of, and she was with me when I first found out.
Yep.
So my first weekend in the hospital through Memorial Day weekend. You were there when shit went down. Like, my oncologist...
Unexpectedly. It wasn't even...
I just knew I had a giant tumor on my liver. And that it was possibly cancerous. And then Marissa walked in at around the perfect time.
Did you even know it was possibly cancerous at that time?
I mean, it wasn't benign, but it was like more and more leading to cancer. And then the oncologist showed up, and then I was like, oh shit, we're dealing with cancer. And then Marissa walked in 2 seconds later, and I looked at her and I was like, buckle up, get in the corner and come on this ride, because I don't know what the hell's about to go down. And basically at the time she checked in, the oncologist came in and checked in on me because we realized today what she was looking at and why she stopped in. So today I had a PET scan. Marissa came with me, so it was just very fitting that she was there for the very first visit with her, and now this really important PET scan. Kirk had to work today, so Marissa came with, and we met with my nurse, and right away she was like, your results are really good from your PET scan. And she was checking my stomach while she was doing it and just checking everything out while she's telling me this. And I'm like, really?
Well, because she said, are you sure you want to see the images?
Well, yeah.
And then you said, just tell me. I need to know verbally before I look.
And this is why I have Marissa here.
Because I'm sure like a million things are going on in your head.
Yeah. And she goes, okay, well, do you want to see the results? Yeah, because I had said it like a couple days prior, like, when we get this PET scan, I want to know. And so she goes, are you sure you want to know? Because I don't know if I want to show you because it really can mess with people. And I was like, no, I want to. Well, no, I said, why don't you tell me how good it is, and then I can decide if I want to look. So she was like, it's really good.
And then you just like, you immediately like put your
hands in my face and just started crying. Because then I was like, well, how good? Like, is the tumor shrinking? And she's like, yeah. And I don't know how I could have wrapped my head around how good it was unless I saw the images.
Yes, me too.
Like, because you can hear numbers, like my CEA numbers, and you can hear, like, oh, it went from 22 to 16 millimeters to then, like, 13, almost 14. So I lost a couple more centimeters, right?
Yeah.
I lost a few more centimeters off of the giant tumor, so that's great news. But what she showed us was the image of how big my tumor was before. And you guys, it is insane. And the only way I can really show you is if I'll make a post on Instagram later to show my before and afters, because it's mind-blowing. But the tumor was huge, and now it's like, it was all black in my abdomen. Like, from the original PET scan, it was all like black. Like, I had this huge tumor.
Like, literally, like another, like, she even compared it to like you had like another baby inside of you. Like, that's how big it was.
Yeah. And then she showed us the after, and I mean, when you look at the after, it's like, what am I looking at? Like, it looks like nothing. Now, it's a bit deceiving just because my the reason why the tumor isn't lighting up as much is because it doesn't have as much cancerous activity running through it. So it doesn't have blood running through it and everything, so it's really a good sign. But it's still pretty large in the scheme of things. But I think she also measured it in a way of numbers, like she took the length times the diameter or the width, and that gave you the volume. So my original tumor was at a volume of, let's say, 426, and then she took the same measurement now, and the volume is 126. So it's a third of what it was before. So that's huge. you know, I can't wait to show you guys these images.
Well, even like when we saw the before, I was like, okay, now we know why you got a surprise visit from the oncologist when she looked at your first
PET scan or CAT scan and MRI
at the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, my doctor just kind of looked at both of us and was like,
yeah,
because we now know what she was looking at.
Yeah.
And seeing.
Yeah, and knew like I have to go in there like now and talk to this girl.
And give her, just like see where her head's at and how she's really feeling, because this is huge. So all that to say that everything is working and it's going really well. I cried a lot and I don't think I'm gonna stop crying. I think it's important to have Marissa here because I mean, we've been laughing since I got here, so I feel like my energy has shifted a little bit because I reminded her that 1,000 people will be watching this video.
I was like, great. She's like, don't put on makeup.
Don't change a thing. So we laughed a bit, but before this, I've been in just what I describe as shock because of how bad it was when we started. Marissa, like, looked at me in the doctor's office when we were leaving and was like, this is excellent news. Like, this is amazing. This is everything you could have wanted and more. And I was like, I know, as I'm crying, just like overwhelmed by it all, because what this means now is the next step is I'll continue with the treatment that I'm on. So my fight is not done. So I said to my doctor, I said, you know, crying, I was like, it's so hard, it's so emotional, because while I didn't expect to be done today, I didn't expect that at all, it's just still hard knowing the road ahead, especially because the last 3 months have been not easy, but I'm handling it. She said to me, you know, you're lucky that you're getting these kind of results, because she has said, like she's never really seen anything quite like this before.
Yeah, that's exactly what she said.
She's shocked at the results that I'm getting because of the size of the original tumor and how far I've come since then. And she said, you know, I'm hitting you really hard, and the good thing is that the oxaliplatin, one of the chemos that makes your sensitivity to cold, a lot of people get neuropathy on it. So meaning losing feeling in your fingers. It starts in your fingers and toes and can move up your arms and up your legs. And some of that can be permanent. So she explained that because I'm not having that side effect as of now, I get the sensitivity, I don't have any numbing or tingling, loss of feeling sensation, I'm able to handle it. And she goes, and I think that's a big reason why you've had the results that you've had, because a lot of people develop neuropathy, which then they have to scale back their treatment, which takes them longer to get these kind of results. So I'm glad that it works. Like, if I'm putting in all this hard work, at least it's helping. And I can honestly say that I've only gotten this far, though, with both the holistic and Western side of everything. And I think I had mentioned earlier that I will make a video about a lot of the holistic things that I'm doing. But what's really amazing is I've been working with a healer. I think I kind of haven't told you guys this, but my neighbor reached out to me and is a healer, and he has been coming over every 2 to 3 days for 5 minutes, and he'll put his hands over my shoulder and he'll scan my body and do his healing powers. You guys, I can't wrap my head around it, but after today, it's just pretty, and it's amazing, because he has been describing to me, keeps going like this. He keeps saying that your tumor is getting smaller. I feel like it's rounding out. And the shape of it before really has like these 2 corners, and now it has come to a circle. And
which is weird, because he doesn't even know
what
it looked like, unless he can see that. I mean, what it was.
Maybe that's.
I mean, I don't know.
Maybe that's what he does. But yeah, he never saw images of it before, because I haven't seen them until now as well. And the way he described it, it's exactly what's happening. And then also he kept saying that there's 2 that are, these 2 spots on your left side, you know, they feel like maybe a scar tissue, or they're there, and I can't, and they have a presence, and And sure enough, like I have in my left lower quadrant, I have 2 pretty active tumors still that are reacting to the therapy, but they're still active. So again, that's the holistic side of things with the supplements. And I just saw my muscle response testing Dr. Copping, and he was doing some testing on me today, and he's like, I'm picking up fungi in your liver, and I'm like, he's like, you know, kind of like candida, and I said, whoa, well, like, which is, candida is like a form of yeast, and so I got thrush a couple weeks ago. That is another form of like a yeast bacterial. Your immune system's low. It's the only way your body knows how to fight it. So it's just crazy that the muscle response testing guy is picking up on it, on the side effects that I haven't even spoken to him about, and the healer's describing what's happening in my body as he's helping heal it, as we're healing it, as the doctors are help healing it. So it's just more so than ever today am I feeling like all of it combined is helping. And from the books that I'm reading to this YouTube channel to Instagram to just our family and friends and everybody, it's working, you guys. And that's all we can really ask for today. I'm feeling a lot lighter just being around friends and talking more about it with you guys, but I'm in shock and we still have a fight ahead, but I feel very hopeful, and I feel like I'm going to be in an even better place as the day goes on. I just wanted to share all of that with you guys. I feel like it was a lot, but I don't know if we're missing anything. It was a big deal. It was a big deal, and I can't wait to show you guys these pictures.
Yeah.
Just keep a lookout. I'll eventually get around to posting something, but your mind's going to be blown. So thank you all. Thanks for coming with me today.
Of course.
Thanks for doing this video for me.
You know how much I love it.
But I love you all. Love beats all.
Bye.